Breakfast doesn't fall apart because you're lazy. It falls apart because it makes you decide something at 6:30 in the morning. So I decided ahead: 19 burritos, 7 savory pancakes, 6 jumbo muffins. Grab one on your way out or heat it in 2 minutes. Nothing here gets made in the morning. We are starting today off already winning, in my opinion. We are going to start with the burrito filling that we previously made. And we are going to make breakfast burritos. And I'm just opening up the package. And we're just going to put it into the skillet. I put a little oil in it. We're just going to warm it through. And that's basically it. We'll put it in the tortillas, get it wrapped up, and we've got breakfast made just like that. Just in case you were wondering, this is the chorizo, kale, and egg breakfast that we made. To stretch this a little bit further, I'm going to add some of those potatoes that we previously cooked as well. That's going to bulk up what we already have going on here. This is today's self thanking our previous self for providing all of the work. All we have to do is just warm through it. We're going to open up the bag of potatoes and we're going to get that in there as well. And maybe I should have definitely cook the potatoes in the pan by themselves. So what I'm going to do is get this warmed up, transfer it out, and then I'm going to do another bag, transfer it out, and then I'm going to cook the potatoes, and then we'll assemble the burritos. So that looks already good, and we're going to get that out of the skillet. I put some paper towel down so it can absorb some of the moisture. It smells really, really good. Make that easier for us. It's got onion in this too. It smells fabulous, like if I cooked it right now. I have 2 more bags of this in the freezer that we'll use at another time. So you don't have to use everything you have on hand, right? You could do like me, cook a couple up, warm a couple through, and then you're ready to go for breakfast in the morning. And when you're ready to use or create another batch, you can. So I'm going to do another burrito filling. Get it cooked up. And then what's great about this is that the leftover grease and stuff that I have here from the chorizo, the potatoes will soak that up and give it much more flavor. I really hope that you're enjoying the content on this channel. To help the channel grow, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Also make sure you make a comment. It really helps the channel out. And then, if it's good for you, I'm sure you know somebody else who can benefit from it. Please share. As you can see that we're starting to brown here, and that's just releasing the fine on the bottom of the pan. We've used baking grease so we can flavor the potatoes, and as you can see, we blanched the potatoes earlier, and because we blanched them and put them in the freezer, they did not turn black. If we skipped that step, potatoes would have turned black. Potatoes are done thoroughly. We're going to season the potatoes because we did not season them, and then we're going to season the chorizo burrito mix as well to make sure we have good flavor. And I'm just going to do salt and pepper because the chorizo has great flavoring all by itself. If your meal falls flat, you would want to add more salt because salt brings out the flavor. So if it doesn't taste like you're excited to eat it, add a little bit more salt. Potatoes are done. Oh yeah. I've already taken the paper towel out of this, so I did absorb some of the moisture, some of the grease from the chorizo. And now we're just going to mix the mix around. And again, we beef this up by putting the potatoes in here. So we're going to be able to stretch this a lot more than if I would have just used the filling. And that's how you get a bigger bang out of your buck. You fill it with stuff that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, like potatoes. Potatoes are really reasonable and they are filling. So potatoes are considered a support. Supports stretch the meal. That's layer 3 in the 5-layer system. So what I'm going to do here is mix it around. We've got a beautiful mix here. And when I mix it around, we're going to try it and then we're going to season it in the direction we want it to go. If I want it Cajun, I use Cajun seasoning. If I wanted to use Mexican, make it a Mexican dish, I use Mexican seasoning or taco seasoning, whatever I chose. If I wanted it to be an Italian breakfast sausage, I could put Italian seasoning in it. Whatever your heart desires. Or you can just add salt and pepper. I'm going to try the mix before I add any more seasoning. And I definitely want more salt and pepper. One thing I like about this is that the moisture is gone, so we're not eating wet ingredients inside the burrito. Another way to add more protein, I could have added cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is an answer to a lot of protein. And I know that some people don't like the texture, so what you would do is get an emergent stick blender. And when you get the emergent stick blender, you can smooth it out and you won't even be able to taste the texture at all. I've already warmed through the tortillas. And basically what we're going to do is just roll them up. I've got it on a cookie sheet and we're going to par freeze them so they don't stick together in the bag, the Ziploc bag. Now you could totally make bigger burritos, guys. My boys will probably take 2 of these at a time, and that's totally fine. Because I tend to generally make huge burritos. Make sure we get all the sides in that. All done. And I'm making sure that I lay them down seam side down. So when they freeze that way. Now you could, if you want to be extra sure that they're going to stay together, you could put them back on the stove. And when you put them back on the stove, you fry it a little bit. And then when it thaws out, it won't come apart. I'm going to skip that step. They don't care. So we're going to roll all of these and we'll be right back. We ended up with 19 burritos. I'm going to let them cool down and then I'm going to get them in the freezer. Now, if you missed on how to make the chorizo mix, I'm going to link that video above so you can get an idea of what we did. And we are going to move on to the banana muffins next. For the banana muffins, we are using freeze-dried bananas and milk powder. You can buy milk powder in the store. I didn't have any regular milk, so I'm going to substitute it with the milk powder. Difference between milk powder and powdered milk is that milk powder has more fat in it. 2 eggs. This is our wet ingredients. 2/3 cup of water. We need our oil. And I used butter, and that's going to be 1/3 cup of butter or oil of your choice. And then we're going to add the vanilla, and that's going to be a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm using a bourbon rum that I created, or not created, but made. I don't want you guys to think that I created something. Okay, we're gonna mix the wet, but what I'm gonna do is mix around the dry. I'm gonna whisk it till it's combined. That banana smells so good. What happened is that I have bananas that were going brown, so I put it in the freezer dryer. I made a powder out of it. It is so sweet, guys, so sweet. You can even smell it, but I can taste it in the air. So once I get this combined, I'm gonna put it in with the dry ingredients. I'm gonna mix it well, and then once I mix it well, we're gonna let it rest for 5 minutes. The banana powder needs to reconstitute, and it needs to sit for 5 minutes and rest. Otherwise, the banana muffins will come out dry. So we gotta let it rest and fully reconstitute. So really easy recipe. If you don't have a freeze dryer, that's okay. You can dehydrate your powder, or you can use fresh bananas. Now I could add nuts. However, I don't have any walnuts, and that's okay. The boys will like just the bananas for the muffins. So we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes, and we're gonna clean, and then I'll be back, and then we'll get ready for the pancakes. Just realized that I am out of cupcake liners, but that's okay. All you need is parchment paper. Make it into a square. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you're going to put diagonal cuts on the edges here, just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to spray the cup where it's going to go, and then we're just going to put it down into the tin. Now I was using something to weigh them down while I was doing this. Normally this recipe is for 12, but these cups are a little bit bigger, so we're going to make 6. Totally fine. Great for a hungry man. And it says to fill the cups up 3/4 full according to the recipe. So I'm going to use 2 scoops first, and then we'll fill going forward. I use a scoop because it's easier to control. You may use a cup measurer or whatever you have on hand. Do it. It works. As long as you get it into the cups, that's all that matters. While we wait for that to cook, we're going to move on to the pancakes. We are making sausage or piggies in a blanket using sausage. We've already made the sausage patties, and we are using pancake mix. Now what I did with the pancakes mix is that I could have made it from scratch, right? No problem. But the cost difference between Member's Mark pancake mix and scratch pancake mix, Member's Mark actually beat the scratch. Now if you're concerned with the ingredients, that's the reason why you would want to swap them out. I'm not too concerned with the ingredients for the Member Mark pancake mix, so we are going to use that, and we're going to get it on the Blackstone. For the pancake mix, it's real simple. All we have to add is, so we're using 4 cups of the pancake mix, and then we're using 2 1/3 cups of water. That's it. Now if you've been with me for a while, you also know that we don't have to get this thinned out to where there's no lumps. Lumps are fine, but we did use cold water, and cold water was so we can break it down. You know, if we use warm water, you would have a lot of lumps and bumps, and that's not what we're going for either. So we're going to get this mixed up pretty good. And then we're going to head on outside to the Blackstone. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I have chosen to use ghee for my oil. And this is ghee that I made. Ghee works better than butter because it has a higher cook point. So all ghee is really is clarified butter. We have finished cooking the pancakes. We got 7. We've got 19 burritos, breakfast burritos, and we have 6 banana muffins. We're gonna try the pancakes here. Oh my gosh. If you've not made your own sausage, you should. This is phenomenal, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. If you have not downloaded Meal Builder Pro, you should do now. 7-day free trial, links in the description. Price tracker, which helps you track prices of groceries in your grocery store, absolutely free, links in the description. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, comment. It all helps the channel. But most of all, what I would like for you to do is reduce decisions, install structure, and as always, steward what you have, serve where you are, and you'll always have what you need to rescue yourself. Prep with purpose.